The year 1971 witnessed the birth of a nation forged in the fires of a brutal war. The Indo-Pakistani War, lasting a mere 13 days, reshaped the map of South Asia and left an indelible mark on the global conscience. This was not just a war between India and Pakistan, it was a struggle for self-determination, a fight for the very soul of a people yearning for freedom. Pakistan, born out of the partition of British India in 1947, emerged as a geographically unusual nation. Two distinct wings, separated by 1,000 miles of Indian territory, constituted this new country. West Pakistan, larger in size and politically dominant, imposed its language, culture and political will on the densely populated East Pakistan. Despite sharing a common religion, the cultural and linguistic differences between the Bengali-speaking East and the Urdu-speaking West created a chasm, sowing the seeds of discontent and alienation. Tensions reached a boiling point when, in 1970, the Awami League, a political party advocating for East Pakistan's autonomy, won a landslide victory in the national elections. West Pakistan's refusal to hand over power ignited widespread protests in the East. On March 25, 1971, the Pakistani army unleashed a brutal crackdown, codenamed Operation Searchlight, on the unarmed Bengali population. What followed was a horrifying campaign of terror and genocide. Facing unimaginable atrocities, millions of Bengalis fled their homes, seeking refuge in neighboring India. The sheer scale of the humanitarian crisis was staggering. India, already grappling with its own economic challenges, was inundated with refugees, putting an immense strain on its resources. The world watched in horror as images of suffering and displacement filled television screens, exposing the brutal reality of the conflict. India intervenes, a line crossed. India, initially hesitant to intervene militarily, found itself drawn into the conflict by the sheer magnitude of the humanitarian disaster unfolding across its borders. The continuous influx of refugees, coupled with the fear of instability spilling over, forced India's hand. On December 3, 1971, following Pakistani airstrikes on Indian airfields, India officially joined the war on the side of the Bangladeshi freedom fighters. A liberation, the tide turns. The Indian intervention, alongside the determined Bengali resistance fighters known as the Mukti Bahini, quickly turned the tide of the war. The Indian Army, Navy and Air Force launched coordinated offensives on both the eastern and western fronts. The Mukti Bahini, fighting with fierce determination on their home ground, played a crucial role in guiding the Indian forces and disrupting Pakistani supply lines. Victory and its price, the fall of Dhaka. The war was swift and decisive. Within 2 weeks, Indian and Bangladeshi forces had captured Dhaka, the capital of East Pakistan. On December 16, 1971, the Pakistani army surrendered, marking the end of the war and the birth of a new nation, Bangladesh. Victory, however, came at a heavy price. Thousands of soldiers and countless civilians lay dead, victims of a conflict that had shaken the subcontinent to its core. A new nation rises, Bangladesh. From the ashes of war, a new nation emerged, bearing the scars of conflict, but brimming with hope for a brighter future. Bangladesh, meaning Land of Bengal, embraced its hard-won independence with a mix of jubilation and solemnity. The world welcomed the newborn nation, recognizing the sacrifices made in its name. The scars of war, aftermath and reflections. The 1971 war left a profound impact on all involved. Pakistan, defeated and humiliated, faced a period of soul-searching. The loss of East Pakistan and the brutal manner in which it was executed forced a reassessment of its national identity and policies. India, victorious but acutely aware of the cost of war, emerged as a regional power. The war solidified its position in the subcontinent, but also highlighted the complexities of regional dynamics. The legacy of 1971, lessons for the future. The 1971 Indo-Pakistani War serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict, the dangers of political and cultural repression, and the imperative of peaceful resolution. The birth of Bangladesh, while a testament to the indomitable spirit of a people fighting for their rights, remains a poignant reminder of the need for tolerance, understanding, and respect for diversity. The lessons learned from this tragic chapter in South Asian history continue to hold relevance even today, urging future generations to strive for a world where dialogue replaces violence and where the principles of justice and human dignity prevail.